G'day. What I'm going to talk about today briefly is roadside assistance for vehicles, and there seems to be quite a few misconceptions outside here about what's covered under towing for roadside assistance. Now, this all came about because less than 2 weeks ago we bought a brand new NPS Isuzu 7.5 tonne 4x4 truck, which we intend to tow our caravan around with. And we've been towing with a 4.5 tonne MPR Isuzu truck for a couple of years now, and we've decided to go to the 4x4. Now, when we bought the vehicle, the salesman, being a salesman, claimed that, and he is correct, he claimed that we could get towing assistance anywhere in Australia from Isuzu Roadside Assist. And he's correct to that, we can get it anywhere. But the trick is, when you get the vehicle and you get your Roadside Assist handbook here that comes with the truck, and you read the fine print, does say that you get assistance anywhere. But when it comes to towing, they'll only cover the first $600. Now, 10 days after we bought our truck, I plugged in the caravan and the electrics fried in the truck and the vehicle stopped, basically. The reverse lights came on when it was idling in neutral, the reverse beepers came on and the engine stalled, and we weren't able to restart it. Now, we got the Isuzu Assist out. They sent a technician out here. He has a certain amount of time in which he can try to repair it. If he can't, then it gets towed to the dealership, which is all well and good. When we got the roadside assisted tow, they came back. We're 45 kilometres away from the dealer, and it was $935 to tow it to the dealer. And normally they only cover the first 600, but they said this time, under goodwill, they'll cover the whole amount, which was very good of them. And at this stage, I must say I've got no complaints with the roadside assist. I've got no complaints with the dealer. Basically, shit happens, and something's gone wrong, and it's in there at the moment, hopefully being fixed. Which led me to a point that I've been looking at for a couple of months now, and that's roadside assistance throughout Australia. And a lot of people have made comments on the internet and everything, how they've got roadside assist and they had it towed 3,000 kilometres or whatever and that sort of thing. But I've been inquiring on the internet and then ringing up the actual agents and dealers to try and get first-hand information. I've just written some down here, and this is according to the websites. And I don't know whether people are aware of it, and you really need to do your homework and search for yourself. Now, RACV Total Care, which we are members of, they'll only tow for 100 kilometres. And then anything after that you have to pay for. They have unlimited call-outs per year, and they've got a sizing and weight limits for both the car or the vehicle, and also they have a size and weight limit for the caravan. So they'll come out and pick, if you need towing, they'll come out and grab your vehicle, and they'll also grab your caravan, providing it fits under these size and weight limits. Now, for the RACV Total Care, which is their top range, it's 8 tonne, which we fit in, which is good. 3.3 metres high, 2.5 metres wide, and 9 metres long. Now, unfortunately, our caravan, if we needed to get it towed, we'd have to pay for that because it's more than 9 metres. It's, I think, about 9.5 metres long. The NRMA, their ultimate care, once again, the towing is 100 kilometres. Anything more than that, you have to pay. Now, if it's in a remote area, and they have a map on their website, if it's in a remote area, they'll tow you for 100 kilometres within the remote area, right? And if that gets you to a rural area, then they'll tow you another 100 kilometres to your destination or to the repair. So if you're 300 kilometres in a remote area, you only get paid for 100 kilometres, and then you've got to pay the rest. And once you get into the area, once again, they'll only tow you for the 100 kilometres. If you need to go further to get to a dealer or a repairer, you have to pay. And they've got a limit also on their trailers. I couldn't get a weight or size limit easily on the internet, but their trailer is up to 2 tonne, which is going to sort of put a hell of a lot of caravans out of range. Their length is 12.5 metres long for their trailer or boat or caravan, which is fairly lengthy, which is good. 2.5 metres wide, which is fairly standard, but it's only 2.6 metres high, which is also going to put a lot of caravans, I don't know about boats, but it'll put a lot of caravans out of the range. Now, RACQ have 2 types of coverage that sort of fit into this care. The ultimate care, but once again, the towing is only 100 kilometres in any direction, and it's only up to 4.5 tonne. And this is for both vehicle and caravan, if you have a caravan. 6 metres long, 2.3 metres high, and 2.3 metres wide, which is skinny and low. And 6 metres is not very long, but that's what you get with the ultimate care. The RACQ RV care, they're towing, and I couldn't get any sizes on it or limitations, but their towing is $3,300 per year. So I don't know exactly how that works out, but that's the information I could get. Also with the ultimate care, their roadside assistance, that's for just a breakdown for them to come and change a tyre or try and get you going, they've got a 200 kilometre limit. So if their assistance dealer is more than 200 kilometres away, you've got to pay the extra. Now, Club 4x4, which a lot of people recommended, they only do up to 4.5 tonne, and it's very hard to work out what they do cover and what they don't cover. It's very hard to work through their website to find the limitations. But being 4.5 tonne, well, that's of no use to us anyhow, because we're 7.5 tonne gross vehicle mass, and it doesn't matter where you only weigh 3 tonne at the time, it's what's on the compliance plate. Now, we started looking into bigger units like Truck Assist, and on their premium plan, they only pay $1,500 per call out. So, and some of those big trucking companies, they'll only cover you in metro areas or on the main highways, being the Bruce Highway or the Pacific Highway, the Hume Highway. Now, with exclusions, and this pretty much goes right across the board, what I did find is when I looked at a lot of the wording and the fine print, you would think they're almost written by the same company or the same people that write the exclusions. Some of the exclusions are unroadworthy vehicles, unregistered vehicles, race or trial vehicles, trade-plated vehicles, any accident damaged vehicles, or any events that are covered by insurance. Because there is a big difference. Insurance is for accidents, damage events, storm, tempest, that sort of thing. whereas Roadside Assist is for breakdowns, which are not accident related. So a lot of people have talked to me about how they got covered and how they've had these massive tows and everything else like that, but I can't find that anywhere. And I've rung all the companies that I've mentioned. I've actually rang them as well as read on their websites, except for Truck Assist. But the other companies, Club 4x4, the ROCQ, NRMA, ROCV, I've actually rung them to confirm that what's written on their website is correct. And what in the fine print on quite a few of the websites, it makes a claim that when you pay renewal, you go to the new terms and conditions. So if you take out a new policy, obviously it's going to be to the new terms and conditions. But if you take out a renewal, you accept the new terms and the new conditions. So I believe this could be a bit of a trap for a lot of people, or a lot of people may be unaware of what they're actually entitled to. And I do believe a lot of people have been caught. We put it up on the on a Facebook site for MPS trucks, and my wife put it up about our incident and our cost covers and what they'll only, the Isuzu Roadside Assist will only cover the first $600 in towing, which really makes me think if I break down somewhere between Alice and Darwin and I need to get towed back, and you know, it could cost anything up to $15,000 to get it towed, and it's at my expense to get it. Even if it's warranty, it's at my expense to get it towed to a dealer for them to do the repairs. I don't know how well that would work in the courts, because, yeah, like I said, we only had this truck for 10 days and it broke down through no fault of ours. And, yeah, we were, I don't know if I was in the middle of whoop-whoop and they wanted me to pay for the massive towing bill for something that's not our fault. But anyhow, I don't give legal advice. I'm not qualified to give legal advice. And all what I've said is just my opinion only. I've done as best homework as I could. And I suggest if anybody's thinking about taking any advice from what I've said, that they do their own homework and do their own research and find out exactly what they're covered for. Because I think a lot of people will be disappointed. And a lot of people that commented on my wife's Facebook site have come back with cases where both they've been covered and had massive towing bills, not towing bills, but they've had massive towing coverage. And other people, there was one gentleman that complained because they would only take one of them when they picked up their brand new NPS. That was, I think, less than 2 weeks old. They'd only done 600 or something kilometres. Blew a turbo hose, but the recovery people would only take one at night time from the side of the road. And they were 70 years old or thereabouts, and he didn't think it was a good idea to leave his wife by the road in the dark, so they said no to the roadside assist, and they waited there in their truck overnight and had some friends come out and they fixed it themselves the next day, which is a sad case of affairs. But anyhow, I hope people will consider this and, yeah, work out for themselves what they need and what they don't need, and if they're covered properly. Anyhow, cheers for now. Thanks for listening. See you then. Bye. Here, it's not the best cameraman in the world. Our truck currently, as of today, is now 2 weeks and 2 days old, and it burnt out the wiring as soon as I plugged the caravan in, and burnt it back to the body control module, and it's in need of replacement. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully I'll get it back soon, before Christmas maybe, if I'm lucky. Anyhow, bye for now.